Section 314.27b of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, addresses the maximum weight that a luminaire, or lighting fixture, can be supported by an outlet box or fitting. The code states that outlet boxes or fittings installed as required by Section 314.23 shall be permitted to support luminaires weighing 23 kilograms, which is approximately 50 pounds, or less. A luminaire that weighs more than 23 kilograms or 50 pounds shall be supported independently of the outlet box unless the outlet box is listed for the weight to be supported. The code does not explicitly define the number or type of screws required to secure the box, but it mandates that the box must be listed for the weight it supports. This listing signifies that the box has undergone testing and approval by a recognized testing laboratory, confirming its ability to safely support a weight of 50 pounds or more. While the code does not specify the maximum stress allowed on two 6-32 screws before failure or pull-out from a plastic box, it is generally accepted that the maximum safe load for a single 6-32 screw is around 20 pounds. Therefore, two 6-32 screws could theoretically support approximately 40 pounds. However, this is a theoretical maximum. The actual safe load depends on several factors, including the type of plastic used in the box's thickness, and the screw's condition. It's important to consider these variables to ensure a safe and reliable installation. The provision of installed weight information for fixtures by manufacturers, including bulbs, shades, and other accessories, would greatly benefit electricians. This information would aid in selecting appropriate boxes and fasteners for installations, ensuring compliance and safety. In the absence of specific manufacturer's instructions, it is always prudent to err on the side of caution and select a box rated for a weight exceeding that of the fixture. This practice enhances safety and reliability, minimizing the risk of failure or accidents. Here's a deeper dive into the key concepts. Firstly, understanding Section 314.27b of the NEC. This section is specifically concerned with the support of luminaires, or lighting fixtures, by outlet boxes or fittings. The primary purpose of this code is to ensure the safe installation and support of lighting fixtures, preventing potential hazards associated with overloading or improper support. Secondly, the 50-pound weight limit. The code explicitly states that outlet boxes or fittings, when installed according to Section 314.23, are permitted to support luminaires weighing up to 23 kilograms or 50 pounds. This weight limit is a critical safety parameter. Exceeding this limit without proper support mechanisms can lead to the failure of the installation. Thirdly, independent support for heavier fixtures. Luminaires weighing more than 23 kilograms or 50 pounds require independent support, separate from the outlet box, unless the outlet box is specifically listed for the weight to be supported. This provision ensures that heavier fixtures are adequately supported, reducing the risk of the outlet box failing under the load. Fourthly, the importance of listing. The term listed in the code refers to equipment or materials that have been evaluated and approved by a recognized testing laboratory. This listing indicates that the product has met specific safety standards and performance criteria. In the context of outlet boxes, a listing for weight support signifies that the box has been tested and certified to safely support a specified weight. Fifthly, screw specifications and load capacity. The code does not dictate the exact number or type of screws required to secure the outlet box. However, it is crucial to use appropriate screws that are suitable for the application. The load capacity of screws depends on various factors, including the screw size, material, and the material into which they are installed. For example, a 6-32 screw is a common size used in electrical boxes, but its load capacity is limited. It's essential to consider the weight of the fixture and the load capacity of the screws when selecting fasteners. Sixthly, manufacturer specifications and installed weight. It would be beneficial if manufacturers provided detailed specifications for their fixtures, including the installed weight with all accessories such as bulbs, shades, and mounting hardware. This information would simplify the selection of appropriate outlet boxes and fasteners. Electricians could then accurately determine whether an outlet box is suitable for a specific fixture. Seventhly, erring on the side of caution. In the absence of clear manufacturer specifications or when there is any doubt about the suitability of an outlet box, it is always best to err on the side of caution and use a box rated for a higher weight. This approach provides an additional margin of safety, reducing the risk of failure. Eighthly, factors affecting screw load capacity. The actual safe load capacity of screws depends on several factors, including the type of plastic used in the box, the thickness of the box, and the condition of the screws. Different types of plastic have varying strengths affecting the screw's ability to hold weight. Thicker boxes generally provide better support. Damaged or corroded screws can significantly reduce their load capacity. Ninthly, practical considerations for installations. When installing luminaires, it's important to consider the overall design and construction of the lighting system. Factors such as vibration, environmental conditions, and accessibility for maintenance can affect the long-term reliability of the installation. Proper planning and attention to detail are essential for ensuring a safe and durable lighting system. Tenthly, additional support methods. For heavier fixtures, additional support methods may be required, such as using independent support wires, chains, or brackets. These methods distribute the weight of the fixture, reducing the load in the outlet box. Consulting with a qualified electrical engineer or inspector can provide guidance on appropriate support methods for specific applications. Understanding these key concepts is crucial for ensuring the safe and compliant installation of luminaires. By adhering to the code requirements and considering the factors affecting load capacity, electricians can minimize the risk of failures and ensure the long-term reliability of lighting systems. Now, let's explore some common misconceptions and frequently asked questions. Firstly, can I exceed the 50-pound weight limit if I use stronger screws? No, using stronger screws does not automatically allow you to exceed the 50-pound weight limit specified in section 314.27b unless the outlet box is listed for the higher weight. The outlet box itself must be rated to support the additional weight. Simply upgrading the screws does not change the box's listed capacity. Secondly, what if my fixture weighs slightly more than 50 pounds? If your fixture weighs slightly more than 50 pounds, you must provide independent support for the fixture, separate from the outlet box, or use an outlet box that is specifically listed for the weight to be supported. It is not permissible to exceed the weight limit without proper support mechanisms. Thirdly, how do I determine if an outlet box is listed for a specific weight? Outlet boxes that are listed for specific weight support will typically be marked with the maximum weight they are designed to support. This marking is usually found on the box itself or in the manufacturer's documentation. If you cannot find this information, contact the manufacturer or a qualified electrical inspector. Fourthly, is it okay to modify an outlet box to make it stronger? Modifying an outlet box to increase its strength is generally not recommended and may violate electrical codes. Modifications can compromise the integrity of the box and create safety hazards. It is always best to use an outlet box that is properly listed for the intended weight. Fifthly, can I use multiple outlet boxes to support a heavy fixture? Using multiple outlet boxes to support a single heavy fixture is generally not permitted unless the boxes are specifically designed and listed for such use. The weight must be evenly distributed among the boxes, and the installation must comply with all applicable codes and standards. Sixthly, what are the consequences of exceeding the weight limit? Exceeding the weight limit for outlet boxes can lead to several consequences, including the failure of the outlet box, damage to the fixture, and potential safety hazards such as electric shock or fire. It is crucial to adhere to the weight limits to prevent these issues. Seventhly, are there different types of outlet boxes for different weight ranges? Yes, there are different types of outlet boxes designed for different weight ranges. Some outlet boxes are specifically designed for supporting heavy fixtures and are listed accordingly. These boxes typically have reinforced construction and are made from durable materials. Eighthly, what if I am unsure about the weight of my fixture? If you are unsure about the weight of your fixture, it is best to weigh accurately using a scale. This will ensure that you select the appropriate outlet box and support mechanisms. Ninthly, does the code address the dynamic loads on outlet boxes? The code primarily addresses static loads on outlet boxes, which is the weight of the fixture itself. However, it is also important to consider dynamic loads such as vibrations or impacts, which can place additional stress on the outlet box. In areas with high vibration, it may be necessary to use additional support measures. Tenthly, where can I find more information about outlet box weight limits? You can find more information about outlet box weight limits in the National Electrical Code, specifically Section 314.27b. You can also consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer for guidance on specific applications. By addressing these common misconceptions and questions, we can further enhance understanding of the code requirements and promote safe electrical installations. Now, let's consider some practical examples and scenarios. Firstly, installing a ceiling fan. When installing a ceiling fan, it is essential to use an outlet box that is specifically listed for ceiling fan support. Ceiling fans are often heavy and can generate significant vibrations, so a standard outlet box may not be adequate. Use a fan-rated box and follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Secondly, recessed lighting. Recessed lighting fixtures typically weigh less than 50 pounds, so they can usually be supported by standard outlet boxes. However, it is still important to ensure that the box is properly installed and securely fastened to the ceiling joists. Thirdly, chandeliers. Chandeliers can vary widely in weight, so it is crucial to check the weight of the fixture before installation. If the chandelier weighs more than 50 pounds, it will require independent support, such as a chain or cable attached to the building structure. Fourthly, track lighting. Track lighting systems often consist of multiple fixtures, so it is important to calculate the total weight of the system. If the total weight exceeds 50 pounds, additional support may be needed. Fifthly, outdoor lighting. Outdoor lighting fixtures must be able to withstand environmental conditions such as wind and rain, so it is important to use weatherproof outlet boxes and fasteners. Consider the additional weight of ice or snow in colder climates. Sixthly, commercial lighting. Commercial lighting installations often involve heavier fixtures and more complex wiring systems. It is essential to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the installation complies with all applicable codes and standards. Seventhly, renovations and upgrades. When renovating or upgrading existing lighting systems, it is important to assess the condition of the existing outlet boxes and wiring. Replace any damaged or outdated components to ensure safe and reliable installation. Eighthly, temporary lighting. Temporary lighting installations, such as those used for construction sites or special events, must also comply with the code requirements for weight support. Use appropriate outlet boxes and fasteners to prevent hazards. Ninthly, hazardous locations. In hazardous locations, such as areas with flammable materials, it is essential to use explosion-proof outlet boxes and fixtures. These components are designed to contain any sparks or explosions, preventing ignition of the surrounding atmosphere. Tenthly, inspections and compliance. Electrical installations are typically subject to inspections by local authorities. Ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes and standards to avoid penalties or delays. By considering these practical examples and scenarios, we can gain a better understanding of how the code requirements apply in real-world situations. Now, let's discuss the role of testing laboratories and standards organizations. Firstly, Underwriters Laboratories or UL. Underwriters Laboratories, or UL, is a recognized testing laboratory that evaluates and certifies electrical products for safety. UL listing indicates that a product has been tested and meets specific safety standards. In the context of outlet boxes, UL listing signifies that the box has been tested for weight support and other performance criteria. Secondly, Intertek ETL. Intertek ETL is another recognized testing laboratory that provides safety certification for electrical products. ETL listing is similar to UL listing and indicates that a product has been tested and meets applicable standards. Thirdly, Canadian Standards Association or CSA. The Canadian Standards Association, or CSA, is a standards organization that develops and publishes standards for electrical products in Canada. CSA certification is often required for products sold in Canada. Fourthly, American National Standards Institute, or ANSI. The American National Standards Institute, or ANSI, is a standards organization that coordinates the development of voluntary consensus standards in the United States. ANSI does not directly test or certify products, but it accredits organizations that do. Fifthly, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, is a professional organization that develops standards for electrical and electronic engineering. IEE standards cover a wide range of topics, including electrical safety and performance. Sixthly, National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, is a standards organization that develops and publishes codes and standards for fire prevention and electrical safety. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is published by the NFPA. Seventhly, International Electrotechnical Commission, or IEC. The International Electrotechnical Commission, or IEC, is an international standards organization that develops standards for electrical and electronic products. IEC standards are used in many countries around the world. Eighthly, European Committee for Electrotechnical Standardization, or CENELEC. The European Committee for Electrotechnical Standardization, or CENELEC, is a standards organization that develops standards for electrical products in Europe. CENELEC standards are used in the European Union and other European countries. Ninthly, testing procedures for outlet boxes. Testing laboratories use various procedures to evaluate the performance of outlet boxes, including weight support tests, pull-up tests, and environmental tests. These tests ensure that the boxes can withstand the stresses and conditions they are likely to encounter in real-world installations. Tenthly, the importance of third-party certification. Third-party certification by recognized testing laboratories provides assurance that electrical products have been tested and meet applicable safety standards. This certification is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. By understanding the role of testing laboratories and standards organizations, we can better appreciate the importance of safety certification in the electrical industry. Now, let's address some advanced topics and considerations. Firstly, harmonic distortion. Harmonic distortion can cause overheating in electrical systems, including outlet boxes and wiring. Ensure that your electrical system is properly designed and maintained to minimize harmonic distortion. Secondly, voltage drop. Voltage drop can reduce the performance of lighting fixtures and other electrical equipment. Use appropriate wire sizes to minimize voltage drop and ensure that your fixtures receive the correct voltage. Thirdly, grounding and bonding. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. Ensure that all outlet boxes and fixtures are properly grounded to prevent electric shock hazards. Fourthly, surge protection. Surge protection devices can protect electrical equipment from voltage surges caused by lightning or other events. Consider installing surge protection devices in areas with frequent power surges. Fifthly, energy efficiency. Use energy-efficient lighting fixtures and control systems to reduce energy consumption and save money. Consider using LED lighting, which is more energy efficient than traditional incandescent or fluorescent lighting. Sixthly, smart lighting. Smart lighting systems can be controlled remotely using smartphones or other devices. These systems can provide additional convenience and energy savings. Seventhly, renewable energy. Consider using renewable energy sources, such as solar power, to power your lighting system. This can reduce your carbon footprint and save money on electricity bills. Eighthly, electrical safety audits. Conduct regular electrical safety audits to identify potential hazards and ensure that your electrical system is in good condition. Address any issues promptly to prevent accidents or equipment failures. Ninthly, electrical training and education. Stay up to date on the latest electrical codes and standards by attending training courses and seminars. Continuing education is essential for maintaining your skills and knowledge. 10thly, professional electrical contractors. When in doubt, consult with a qualified electrical contractor for assistance with your electrical projects. Professional contractors have the expertise and experience to ensure that your installations are safe and compliant. By considering these advanced topics and considerations, we can further enhance our understanding of electrical systems and promote safety and efficiency.